Well, the sector that we are focusing on is the power sector. Now, the power sector, when you're talking about the demand trends, we've been talking about how exactly Indian power demand has been hitting an intraday high or a lifetime high, especially when it comes to the kind of demand that is being witnessed across residential as well as industrial power users. Now, recently we also saw the news that the government is a little worried that thermal power generation is taking a bit of a hit due to the insufficient or lack of supplies of coal, and India's largest coal producer would be Coal India. So at this point of time, they are unable to ramp up production to the extent to which the power generation companies need in order to meet the demand that is being seen. So now, having a look at the data, let's have a look at the data. When you're talking about the Indian power demand, up almost 17% growth on a year-on-year basis in the month of August. Demand, as per analysts, they expect the full year demand to grow by almost 7 to 8% in FY22E, which again is something that analysts are penciling and would be slightly higher than what was being initially expected, especially given the kind of impact that we saw from COVID and the kind of shutdowns that we saw across factories. But what is it that is actually leading to such a significant uptick as far as demand is concerned? Analysts say and power sector observers say that this particular time, the fact that monsoon has been very weak and also the fact that temperatures have been very high has actually led to a huge surge as far as demand for power is concerned. So the residential demand, one of the ways in which they track, actually showing a spike as far as the nighttime usage is concerned, which analysts believe that typically comes from residential usage of air conditioners in the night. So that, according to analysts, would be one of the main triggers for such a huge spike that we are seeing across the entire market for power demand. Now, when it comes to the coal availability, this is something that the sector is grappling with. When you're talking about this particular year, the production target from Coal India, would be entire coal production target would be around 848 million tons. Coal India is expected to provide almost 670 million tons. Singareni, Kolareni is expected to provide close to 68 million tons. The remaining captive coal power mine usage would be close to 99 million tons, and this is what the government is targeting, and they're saying let's expedite the process of producing coal and let's see whether we can ramp up the production of coal from these spaces, especially so that there will be sufficient coal generated in the company, so that most of the power companies will not be struggling with coal requirements. CLSA likes, NTPC likes Coal India. They believe dividend play, as well as the fact that structurally the demand for coal is as well as power is going up significantly, which is why they like these two companies.